guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. So much news to discuss. We're going to talk about Ronald Koeman and Messi's future, if they're still in doubt or not. Barcelona looking for a number 9 and a CDM as well to replace Sergio Busquets. A lot of clubs are interested in Emerson and give you guys an update on the Eric Garcia deal, and also Barcelona potentially being banned from the Champions League as well. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button, try to get the 200 likes in this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And of course, hit the subscribe button and let's get into it. Let's start off with an update on the future of Ronald Koeman. Firstly, coming in from sports, and that an important part of the Barcelona board is very upset with Ronald Koeman for the management he's carried out in recent games. That doubts are continuing to grow. But however, the decision regarding his future won't be made until the end of the season. Cat Radio have come out back in that statement as well, saying that Joan Laporta plans to meet with Ronald Koeman before the end of the season to know the diagnosis of the decline of the team's performance in recent matches, and Coleman will finish the end of the season regardless of what happens in the future. Now, Fabrizio Romano has come out saying that Joan Laporta and the Barcelona board always want to protect Ronald Koeman, but they never confirmed that he will be the manager next season. There is a lot of uncertainty right now. The situation is absolutely open. Now, another Barcelona coach who could be leaving is, of course, Ronald Koeman's assistant, Alfred Schroeder, coming in from ESPN, saying that the new Bayern Munich coach, Julian Nagelsmann, wants to have Alfred Schroeder as his assistant for next season and will try to convince him to join him. Of course, they previously worked together when they were both at Hoffenheim. But eSport 3 have come out with the breaking news in regards to Ronald Koeman, saying that President Joan Laporta is expected to meet with Ronald Koeman tomorrow afternoon to hear his views and explanations regarding the drop in the team's performance recently. So after I upload this video, the meeting will be taking place between Joan Laporta and Ronald Koeman. We'll have to wait for reports tomorrow to know what happened in that meeting, of course. But Sport have come out with a big list of the possible replacements for Ronald Koeman, and those names have been Xavi, Jordi Cruyff, Jurgen Klopp, Gabriel Milito, Thierry Henry, Garcia Pimienta, and Marcelo Gallardo. Now on that list, everyone is pretty much inexperienced. You have Xavi, who's never coached at the top level. You have Jordi Cruyff as well. Gabriel Milito has never coached a day in his life. Thierry Henry coached Monaco and then Montreal Impact. Garcia Pimienta only coached Barcelona B. I can't believe the amount of inexperienced managers on this list, but for me, if I had to choose personally, I would go with Garcia Pimienta. Let me know down below in the comments who would you pick as a new Barcelona manager if Ronald Koeman was to leave. Now, someone else's future that is quite uncertain as well is, of course, our captain, Lionel Messi. Firstly, coming in from Fabrizio Romano, saying that Barcelona will open talks with players like Messi and Dembele and others at the end of the season. The club is absolutely confident of being able to extend Messi's contract, but nothing is done yet. Nothing has advanced either. But Marcelo Bielsa has come out saying that PSG are still confident that they can offer Messi more than what he earns at Barcelona. However, right now, Messi does not want to hear any proposals. And Telephone have come out back in that statement as well from Marcelo Bielsa, saying that PSG remain attentive to Lionel Messi's situation at the club, and his possible arrival would not depend on Kylian Mbappe's continuation. But Mundo Deportivo have come out saying that Lionel Messi will respond to Joan Laporta's initial proposal once the season is over. The financial offer can be detailed until the results of the audit are known. Barcelona don't see Messi's future linked with Neymar's renewal with PSG. Now, we all know that Joan Laporta's main priority this summer is going to be renewing a lot of the current contracts at the club, like Messi, Dembele, Mariba, but also signing a striker. First is coming in from Mundo Deportivo, saying that there has been more contact between Barcelona and Sergio Aguero's agent. But the problem for Aguero joining Barcelona is Ronald Koeman, who much prefers Memphis Depay, whose arrival will depend on his continuation, and the Barcelona board are still very unconvinced about Depay. But Rack 1 have come out saying that Memphis Depay is set to join Barcelona on a free transfer at the end of the season because Depay has agreed to lower his wages in order to join the club. Now, in terms of Aguero joining Barcelona, Sky Sports have come out saying that Barcelona have held talks with Manchester City striker Sergio Aguero on a possibility of a free transfer this summer. And Fabrizio Romano has come out back in that statement from Sky Sports saying that Aguero's representative have had a new direct contact with Barcelona. He's prepared to reduce his salary to make the deal possible, but Barcelona will not make a decision until the end of the season. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, I think Aguero joining Barcelona is set in stone. I think he's definitely going to be coming to the club. The big question is Memphis Depay. If Ronald Koeman does continue as a Barcelona manager, I think Depay joining is going to be very likely. If not, there is no chance in hell Depay joins Barcelona. As we all know, the only reason why he's coming is because Coleman is begging for him. Like we just talked about, the Barcelona board are not convinced about Depay, so if Ronald Koeman stays, Depay comes. If Ronald Koeman leaves, Depay won't come, and it'll just be Aguero. Now, there has been a lot of news over the past few days about a possible replacement coming in for Sergio Busquets in that midfield. Firstly, coming in from Mundo Deportivo, saying that Barcelona have been following Italian midfielder Locatelli for 2 years now, and his contract currently ends in 2023 with Sassuolo. Manchester City, Juventus, Inter, and AC Milan are also interested, but Barcelona have a good relationship with Sassuolo after the Marlon transfer. Another name on the table is Camavinga. Camavinga is one of the players on Barcelona's agenda as a possible replacement for Busquets. He ends his contract in 2022, and Rennes will be willing to sell him for around 50 million this summer, but PSG and Real Madrid are also very interested. And Ryan Gravenberch from Ajax is also back on the agenda of Barcelona. Ronald Koeman likes the 18-year-old Dutch midfielder and is seen as a possible replacement for Sergio Busquets, but his agent is Mino Raiola. But an option within the club is, of course, Nico Gonzalez, who actually renewed his contract yesterday, keeping him at the club until 2024. His release clause now is set at 500 million, and he will be taking part in the preseason with the first team. And as per multiple reports, he still will be registered as a Barcelona B player, player, but you have way more involvement in the first team. So there is a lot of options out there to replace Busquets in that midfield. But for me personally, I'd go for Ryan Gravenberch from Ajax and also Tars and Nico Gonzalez as well. But let me know down in the comments below who you would pick to replace Busquets. This next one's coming in from Mundo Deportivo, saying that along with Villarreal, Arsenal have also joined the race to sign Emerson. In addition, Tottenham, AC Milan, PSG, Bayern Munich all remain interested. But Garcia have come out saying that Villarreal are interested in Emerson Royale and have already contacted Barcelona. But it does depend on Villarreal and whether or not they have European football next season. Now I am starting to get a little bit worried about this Emerson situation because we have so many top clubs in Europe looking for a right back. You know, Bayern Munich, Tottenham, AC Milan, Inter Milan, all these top clubs, Arsenal as well, and they're all looking for Emerson. But the problem is that Barcelona need a right back as well. And for me, Emerson right now is probably the best right back in La Liga. Of course, Carvajal is injured, and I think Barcelona should be keeping him for sure. I think he's a top quality player. Of course, we do have Des, but Des has been very inconsistent and he needs competition. Roberto is not considered as a competition. By the way, Roberto should leave the club. And if Roberto does leave, Des is going to need competition at right back. And also Des, by the way, can play as left back as well. So let's say Emerson has the right back position on lockdown. Des still has options to play at left back as well. But for me, Emerson has to be joining the club this summer. But I am very worried that if a top club comes in with a big offer for Emerson, Laporta will sell him. But one player that will be joining Barcelona next season is, of course, Eric Garcia. Firstly coming in from goals, and that Barcelona and Eric Garcia have reached an agreement over his transfer. The club wanted to announce Eric Garcia's signing before the Euros. And Mundo Deportivo came out back in that statement from goals, saying that Eric Garcia's arrival at Barcelona will be made official after Manchester City played the Champions League final, and Eric Garcia will be the first Barcelona signing of the 2021-2022 season. And Fabrizio Romano came out back in that statement as well, saying that Eric Garcia has signed a speed contract agreement until June 2026 with Barcelona since December. No other club has been in talks. Eric Garcia only wants to join Barcelona. Laporta has approved the deal and it's going to be announced at the end of the season. So for the 100th time on this channel, and hopefully the last time as well, I can finally say to you guys that Eric Garcia will be joining Barcelona on a free deal. It is a done deal. It is confirmed, and it will be announced after Manchester City play the final in the Champions League against Chelsea. So with there being a lot of rumors of players coming in this summer, that also does mean that players will have to be sold. And Sport have come out talking about player sales. Firstly, on Braithwaite is not expected to continue at Barcelona next season, and also Barcelona will do everything they can to still continue on a permanent basis. And it also remains to be seen what happens with Dembele's contract situation. Now, on Dembele, Candace have come out saying that when it came out to the media that Barcelona will want to listen to Officer Ousmane Dembele, Laporta reacted to prevent the player from having any doubts, and he sent the vice president Rafael Usti to Dembele's house to tell him that the club trusts him and want to renew him. Now on Philippe Coutinho, Jose Alvarez has come out saying that Barcelona want to sell Philippe Coutinho, and the only market for where the club could get something interesting for him is the Premier League, and Everton is an option, but first he must recover from his injury. Now some other Barcelona players who could be out the door this summer. Firstly from Mundo Deportivo about Umtiti, saying that Barcelona has not received any offers for Samuel Umtiti yet, neither from Zenit or from Nice. However, Umtiti is on the transfer list, and Barcelona assures him that there are suitors among European clubs for him. Next was coming in from Mundo Deportivo, saying that the new AS Roma coach Jose Mourinho is very interested in bringing in Francisco Trincao to the Italian club. They also said that right now Trincao does not fit into Ronald Koeman's plan. The new Roma coach Jose Mourinho could include him in his project, but he hasn't yet decided about his transfer as they're still fighting for European qualification. Next one's coming in from Oriel from TV3, saying that Milan Pjanic is not expected to continue at Barcelona next season. The player himself assumed this, and he has a market too, and they could already be looking for a way out. And Rakwan have come out saying that a few weeks ago, Barcelona and Juventus discussed a possible swap deal involving Milan Pjanic and Bentancur from Juventus. At the moment, the operation is stopped, but the two could leave the door open for potential movement this summer. And Sport have come out saying that Barcelona have shown interest in a possible swap deal with Chelsea involving Pjanic and Jorginho. Now let's get into the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly coming in from Cope, saying the UEFA president will propose the inclusion of Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Juventus from all European competitions for the next 2 seasons after the Champions League final on May 29th. Sky Sports have come out saying that Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Juventus are going to be facing a 2-season Champions League ban unless they give up the European Super League project and sign a settlement agreement with UEFA. The BBC have also come out saying that UEFA ethics and disciplinary inspectors have been appointed to conduct a disciplinary investigation regarding a potential violation of UEFA's legal framework by Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Juventus in connection with the European Super League project. Cope again have come out saying that currently UEFA are still examining the real possibility of a sanction for Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Juventus. There is a legal matter that prevents UEFA from already having imposed a punishment on the 3 rebellions. The idea of the 3 clubs and also for the Spanish Football Federation is to sit down and discuss with UEFA. The RFEF president has also offered himself as an intermediate given the good relationship he has with the president of UEFA. The 3 clubs want the UEFA president to assume that there are issues to change in the UEFA Champions League and it must be able to make those changes. I tell you what, the potential of Barcelona being banned from the Champions League is growing and growing and growing. And if I said this before and I say it again, if we do get banned from the Champions League, Messi will 100% be leaving Barcelona. It has a big implication on this whole entire club and also our summer signings as well. I still don't believe that Barcelona will be banned from the Champions League. You tell me you're going to ban the 3 clubs that have Messi and Ronaldo and also the biggest club in the world in Real Madrid. It doesn't make sense. They're going to lose out on so much money. I think they'll give us a little bit of a punishment, but I don't think they'll ban us personally, but we'll see what happens. There is still a possibility though. This next one's coming in from eSports, and that Barcelona have indeed fired the head of the man that was responsible for the Barcelona Camp Nou rebuild. The club considered the executive responsible for serious irregularities they found during the audit. Next one's coming in from sports, and that Barcelona are working to announce a very significant injection of income in the coming days to cover the economic debt and finance the transfer market. Few players will come this summer, but a quality transfer window is expected. And finally, coming in from Candace saying that Jordi Cruyff is committed to joining Barcelona under Joan Laporta, but his arrival at Barcelona is unscheduled. The season in China ends in December, and he hasn't terminated his contract quite yet, and Barcelona cannot match his current salary. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down below, of course, on everything we discussed, but the main thing you want to know is who would you choose to replace Ronald Koeman as the Barcelona manager, and make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.